Nick's fishing shack. A lot of memories here. Good memories. Anna said he'd been sneaking off here to work on something. I almost hope I don't find anything. Nick, what were you up to?
Okay. Starts the snooping. The bike. Oh, is Joan here? Extensively used, but well maintained.
Joan rides this bike everywhere. Which is impressive with how far away everything is out here. But what's it doing here?
Well, we mentioned that it seemed like a lot of her more recent things weren't in that bedroom. Which is kind of a weird thing to say, right? Because how would he know? So maybe she's been hanging out here a lot? Cool. I like to look around in here and just take a second to soak in the light, because this game is like relatively colorless, I would say, compared to this, and I'm sure that's on purpose. This is supposed to be illuminating the space.
Practice, patience, and perseverance hooks you the big one.
Dad, not everything is a life lesson.
Actually, I was talking to Muley here.
Oh, that's fine. He's got a lot to learn.
You know, I'm better at fishing and life than you are.
Whatever you say, Muley.
Aw,
She's got that cool shirt on again.
You sure are, Bud. Can you hook me another one? Can't catch a fish without bait.
I don't want to hurt it.
Come on, it's just a worm.
Here, Bug, just hand them over and I'll bait it.
No! I'd be an accomplice then.
Don't worry about it. The point of fishing isn't to catch anything anyways.
Isn't it normally just to get drunk? Point of fishing? Cherish your memories. Update on Nick. Nick's computer is the reason Anna's house is broken into, and my head was clonked. The attacker took off with Nick's files, so the question remains, what did Nick discover, and how did it get him killed? Oh, let's see stats. Do we have any choices? Promise to Joe. Anna's troubles. I didn't want Anna to dwell on her sorrows. So once again, we're going with this this guy more than anything. Him, I guess. House mess. I probably could have done more for Anna. What? I could have cleaned more up? 70%? Oh. Campfire. Used to make Joan's first s'more. Didn't finish it.
teaching Bug how to roast marshmallows. Hers turned out great. Mine were always burnt.
I make the perfect s'more. God, it's gray here. So I guess I missed some stuff to clean up. Maybe in the bedroom I could have found some more things.
Bug?
Muley? How did you... Does my mom know?
Does your mom know what? What is this?
Mom doesn't know. Good. I've decided to leave town.
Bug, this is not a good idea.
I've got food for 5 days. I'll hitchhike and bike down to Virginia.
Do you have any idea how far that is?
About 80 miles to get down to my Aunt Lisa. My mom hates her. Don't try to stop me.
You can't leave like this.
Hit her with the
Not
soap!
without telling anyone.
Oh, yeah? Why not? That's what you did.
She's serious about this. Careful, Sam. This is not a drill. Maybe try to bring up her mother again.
I guess my theory about it being us doesn't make much sense, because would we I guess we could have just pretended, though, that we got whacked with the soap. Let's ask about what's going on.
Is there something wrong with your mom?
No, I'm running away because things are so great. Plus, I know what she'll say. Calm down, think of the common good. She doesn't do anything, just sits around, takes her back pain pills, and stares at the TV like a lump.
Well, that was a miss. When it comes to this kid, your instinct is better than mine. The mother, though, we should have a talk with her later.
Look, I'm not a child anymore. I'm not asking for your permission. There's nothing for me here.
I'm kind of confused about how old she actually is, because her voice sounds very mature. And she could just be one of those kids that looks younger than she actually is. I don't know. Okay. Maybe we give her... Maybe we have to show her that she can trust in someone, right? Because she's just not trusting anyone.
I'm here now, Bug. I have your back. I promised you I would look into your father's death, and I'm doing it. I'm here now, Bug. Listening. I was there in the parking lot, listening.
Yeah,
That's
well,
good.
But you're just gonna leave again another 2 years? Forever? I think I'm done depending on others.
Okay, maybe that didn't work. Go with the
My
soap!
dad I could rely on. But he's gone. There's nothing else for me around here.
I was wrong yesterday. She's not in denial. She's scared.
Something terrible happened to him, but no one listens to me. No one cares.
I care. I believe you, and I'm investigating like you asked.
I know. People at the wake got upset at you over it.
That's right.
Yeah.
She remembered.
They did not like me bringing that up. But Nick was my friend. I want to know what happened to him. I care about that, but I also care about keeping you safe.
I know you're doing your best. It's just this town, you know? It just feels like it grinds you down. It's choking me, and I need fresh air. I need someplace I can think, not here.
Sounds like Basswood really failed this kid.
I mean, what am I supposed to do tomorrow? Or the day after? In 10 years?
Something with insects? Jeez. Journalists. We've talked about this. I don't think she wants to hear more of the same. I don't think she wants to hear that she could be a journalist, because that hasn't worked out well for us or Nick.
You like insects? How about someone who studies them? Would you like to be an entomologist?
Oh, God.
Go around the world, collecting bugs.
Oh, God.
You remember?
Oh, she likes it.
Yeah, bugs are cool. That does sound fun.
You can leave Basswood that way, but you can't do it without finishing school. It won't be easy, but it's better than just wandering out in the dark.
Okay, that's actually really
Focus
good.
yourself on your goals. I know your father would
Sam's
be proud
doing
of you.
it.
Look, I'm gonna find out what really happened to him, okay? And you and I, we'll figure this out. About what's next for you, about your mom, life. I need you to trust me. I need you to give me some more time.
A few days. You have a few days.
Do you want me to drive you back home?
No.
She
it's
bikes
fine.
everywhere, dude.
I need to take my bike back anyway. I'll see you later. All right?
I promise. For real this time.
I'm gonna hold you to that.
She's got that resting bitch face look.
Now that I've kept your daughter from skipping town, let's see if you've kept anything hidden out here, Nick.
Let's go through Joan's stuff first. I was going to say something, but I forgot.
Bug never was the social type. Just like me. With Nick gone, I guess we both lost our best friend.
Oh, I was going to say, it's not just me and Sam that did it. It's all of you out there as well. We're in this together.
He always kept his favorite rod in this special ready-to-go bag to protect it.
Okay. Special rod. Nick with hunter friends. Empty spot. That's
There
weird.
used to be a calendar right here. Why'd he take it down? Joan always liked bugs.
Super Joan bug. They're nice drawings.
Back when Nick and Kathy were college sweethearts. Clearly Bug was there too.
Got an update. Hunter friends. Huh. What does it say in the journal? This computer is the reason Anna's house is broken into. Wasn't there an update for him? Oh, Nick and Kathy graduated from college together. Kathy and Nick met and fell in love during their last semester at college in Connecticut. It was one of those midweek parties Nick used to drag you along to. That time, you went to get drinks, and when you returned, you found Nick talking to a girl in a corner. Didn't even look at her, just handed Nick his beer, and there was a second when you almost swept him away, back into the crowd, back to his life. Away from a wedding and a baby and a job in Basswood. But Kathy had already grabbed his arm and smiled and talked at him. It was you who got swept away in the crowd. Still, in that second, there was everything Kathy would always hold against you. Do you think it was jealousy, or was it bitterness that you didn't save her either from her future life? Huh. Nah, I mean, really? It was love at first sight, she told everyone. She meant it. He did too. It wasn't anybody's fault that they were wrong. Interesting. Joan. When I went to Nick's old fishing shack to investigate, I found Joan there, packing her stuff to run away from home. I managed to talk her down, but it feels like a fragile victory. I need to do right by her. I'm really curious, like, if convince Joan. I managed to talk Joan out of running away. Okay, so there you go. So you can, like, it's only 28%, so it'd be pretty easy to screw that up, and she decides to run away, but I'm so curious to see how this is all going to impact the story. If you guys want to, you can let me know if you're playing this, like how things have turned out differently for you, because I usually play through these games once, because I kind of like having that one experience, you know? It's like, it's my experience. Growth chart. The evolution of Joan Waldron, one notch at a time. Just don't spoil anything that's going to happen in the future. I meant like up until this point, what's happened in your game. It's different based on your choices.
Man, Bug certainly grew up faster than I realized.
Oh, wait, does it say 11?
She's gotten pretty mature now.
She's 11? Jesus, okay. I thought she was older than that.
This is where he kept the rods he'd loan out. So what's his favorite rod doing here? He always kept it separate.
Okay. Hunting trophy. Not something Nick would have done back then. The hunting thing kind of threw me for a loop. That's everything Nick wanted to keep away from Joan.
Locked. Nick always kept a spare key. It'd be somewhere out of Bug's reach. Don't see the keys. It was probably too obvious a spot.
The trophy? Okay, where's his key?
No keys. It's also not the best place if you wanted him to stay hidden.
Cleaned in the last few weeks. Nick came here recently.
Nothing here. Probably too high and hard to get at anyway.
Let me just check for here.
What a fishy hiding spot, Nick. Always did love your cliches.
Fishy hiding spot. Okay. All right.
Like many people, Nick kept a few guns, but never at home and always locked up.
Okay. Remember. Caterpillar.
Looks like some kind of reminder Nick left for himself. A reminder of what?
A code or something? Caterpillar. Oh shit. Let me take a screenshot of that in case I need that. I thought taking was like putting in our inventory. Okay. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna write this down. Just in case. I need to use this for code or something. Just getting a pen. So we've got like a yellow circle. Up. Red circle. The right. And then it's green. Down. Blue. The left. And it's like lines for yellow. Horizontal lines, vertical lines for red. Hatch marks for green, and then for blue. Caterpillar. Remember. Coffee stain, too. Could be important. I get the impression, though, that, like, notes aren't really needed for this game. But there's that calendar. Thursday the 2nd. I'm not a huge fan of, like, we have to specifically look at a spot to get these prompts. It should be a bit wider of a range or something.
It has to be the same D he was talking to in his emails.
I'm just kind of thinking, like, what if D is, like, our other... It's possible that D is, like, our other personality? Working on a story together, maybe? D wants to meet on the 2nd. 2nd April. D. Okay. There's some medication down there.
A prescription for opioids with Kathy's name on it? These are pretty heavy-duty painkillers. Very addictive. Joan wasn't just acting up. Kathy has a problem.
Huh. Was there something else that I missed? No, I want to look carefully because it is easy to miss stuff.
Nick was trying to find ways to get Joan in college. It's gotten so expensive.
Another coffee stain. I think he likes coffee, everybody.
An article by Anna about a place called the Cove. Seems it's kind of a commune for outcasts just outside of Basswood.
Wasn't that something that the bartender's sister was interested in? One small community looks out for those that fall through the cracks by Anna Miller. I'm interviewing Tyler, a man of few words in his mid-20s and heavily tattooed. But the place he lives and why he's here. It's cold enough that I regret not bringing a second jacket. His hands, however, are not shaking because of the cold. This is his 7th relapse. On his 2nd relapse, he lost his girlfriend. Okay. I was like, Tyler is the name of a character from Tell Me Why, but this is not the same character. Lost his girlfriend. On the 4th, his family. The one after that, he attempted to rob his parents' home, but was instead beaten nearly to death by his father. It's not like I wanted to hurt them. I just needed money. And I felt so bad that I thought I was dying. My parents' place was the only place I knew for sure there was some crap I could sell. Dad caught me. I tried to talk to him, but he whooped my ass. Beat me with a lamp and some soap. I don't blame him. I didn't fight back. I was too ashamed. I needed a whooping. Still need a whooping. Lynette Branham, 52 with graying hair. Looks on with compassionate eyes. Lynette is the one that owns the land and sets the rules. She's judge, jury, and executioner when it comes to deciding who stays and who goes. This place is called the Cove. The local mine closed. A lot of people found themselves out of work. And some of them had no place to go. Drugs and crimes made them fall into the patterns desperate people often fall into, and Lynette found some of them camping out on her property. She let them stay as long as they follow two rules: no stealing and no fighting. Though she's had to kick a lot of people out over the years, it's not always permanent. In fact, she just let one of them back in. He's not one to be named, but has a lot in common with Tyler. A bad relationship with his family, a mother with her own drug abuse issues, and a history of violent offenses. This young man explained to me why he came back. I can't make it out there. Everyone's hassling me, and I'm just trying not to hassle myself. He has trouble staying still and looks ready to keel over at any moment. Yet he's also got a depth to him that's striking. Was sober for half a year once. Can't remember the first time I drank. Broke into Ma's liquor cabinet when I was 5. Okay. Can't remember the first time I drank. Wasn't that the first time? Or, okay, maybe that was the second time. Some people see this place and imagine the same old story of hillbillies in the mountains. Yet, that isn't what this place is. This is a community. They're all drifters lost in the flow of life, with nowhere else to go and a desire to be better. Lynette shakes her head as he finishes up. She'll let me stay, he says. I ask him how he knows. She'd have come over and told me to get out right then, he answers. It's true. Lynette lets him stay as long as he promises to try again. That's incredibly patient and really nice. She has a lot of patience. You have to, she tells me, after the young man goes to lie down. Everyone has their own way of dealing with pain. The path to mistakes comes in lots of forms. Some of them pretty invisible, unless you look for it. We all stumble sometimes. I like this this way of thinking. Most people take a few tries to get back up after being knocked down. Someone isn't there to help them. They just fall back over. Sometimes they get lost as well. The Cove gives me hope. That's like her way of keeping herself grounded as well. Cool.
All right. I think I went through everything here.
Okay.
If Dee met Nick on the day he died, he could be the last person who saw him alive.
D. Was there someone named... There's someone named D in here? There was Tyler. This person wanted to be... that was similar to Tyler wanted to be... remain unnamed, right?
If Nick kept this, it means it's important. We just have to figure out why.
Maybe he just took this stuff out so that we could reference it someplace else. Because right now, I don't understand the significance of those 3 things. He took the calendar off of there to hide it. The door that we go through. There's something out back. It's a man with a bar of soap! Oh, comic book. Joan still loves Tardigrade Man.
Tell a 3-year-old kid about Tardigrade Man, and this is what happens.
Oh, Tardigrade Man. The Adventures of Tardigrade Man. Tardigrade Man wasn't what Joan wanted. She wanted the comic Captain Corset, the pirate princess who sails the deepest sea trenches. Except Nick was in a hurry when it was his turn to have Joan for the weekend, and he bought the wrong comic book. Comic Fuel on Carter Road was out of Pirate Princesses. Joan was barely old enough to read, so Nick hoped it wouldn't matter. It did. She cried the entire day. Finally, it was you who read her The Adventures of Tardigrade Man. Compared to the swashbuckling, witty princess, Tardigrade Man wasn't much to look at. He was old, bald, and had a scary purple face. Not an instant hit with Joan, but you who saw the appeal of Tardigrade Man from the word go, an unconventional hero from outer space. What's not to like? Think about it, you told Joan. Ice, fire, pressure, even poisonous radiation couldn't hurt him. Where the dinosaurs perished, tardigrades triumphed. Suddenly, she wasn't crying anymore, but listening. Tardigrade Man was half tardigrade, half human, half alien. Wait, that's 150%. And he had a plethora of survival skills. Plethora means many. Joan liked that word. I have a plethora of friends now, she said. Who are they? You asked. Someone at school? No, you, Muley, and Tardigrade Man. Another thing tardigrades can do is go dormant for 30 years and then wake up and pick up right where they left off. Wouldn't it be great if friendships could do that too, Sam? Is that all? Do we find all of the mementos for her? Yeah. All right. We're doing good. Oh, there's some kind of case here. Nick's record catch is marked.
No, this record is fraudulent. Nick stretched his fish to beat mine.
I always try to stretch my fish.
Whoever killed Nick, I probably know him. Grew up with them. Even if you don't know them, they know you. Nick, Dennis, gone. A stone-cold killer walks the streets of Basswood. Things like this can really make you feel isolated, make you realize that at the end of the day, you're in this alone.
We've got YouTube. Sam. It's a good time to just be quiet and think. Not quite as nice as those moments in Life is Strange. I don't know. It's like this gray, dreary, like half dilapidated cabin out in the middle of nowhere with worm-eaten wood.
This is either new or Nick was really distracted. He usually fixed everything.
Great. So, search the shack. I guess we missed something, right?
Nick, what were you hiding in this bag that's so important?
That's probably... So the combination is probably related to that. Okay. Now... Huh?
Wrong combination. Knowing Nick, maybe he left a hint lying around the shack.
Caterpillar. Caterpillar? Calendar. Caterpillar. Oh! That caterpillar. Oh, okay. Makes sense now. Okay, so it's, red was right. So it's right. And then green is down. Then blue was left. And then it's, red again. So right. And then yellow, which is up. So right, down, left, right, up. Ah ha ha! Okay, that's clever. That's a pretty good puzzle. Not too complicated, but I could see how that could trip some people up. Okay, so right, down, left, right, up.
Let's see what we have here.
Cash.
That's a
Hello?
lot of cash. More than Nick could make in a decade.
A file. Wait, what's this? From D.
Opioids. From D? Nick, were you looking into drug trafficking?
Okay, maybe I'm totally wrong about the other personality.
Nick was gathering at the Cove, and that's how he found his informant, D.
So
It's
it's
the person he met the night he died. I just need to figure out who it is.
oh, is it that guy that we ran into in the pharmacy? Okay, let me. They said that it's probably whoever's in this article, right? They said they were similar to Tyler. Let's read these files. Tyler was in his 20s, right? Let's just start from here. Interviewed by Anna, but didn't make into the article. Late 30s, not personable, ex-minor. Okay, so it's not him. JR has been living on the road, working wherever he can as a handyman, and when he came to Basswood, a minor, after the mine closed, he was arrested for drug possession, staying at the Cove now that he's out. Didn't have anywhere else to go. Keeps himself trying to get clean, but it's an ongoing process. Not sure how important reading this is, but I will anyways. From the Midwest, Michigan. Took up smoking, trying to replace other habits with less bad ones. Hasn't worked. Justin Reynolds. Collects hubcaps. Everyone needs a hobby, okay? Collecting hubcaps is totally cool. Has a Winchester in his truck. I'm not really a gun person, but, you know. Used to living in his truck. Rolls his own cigarettes, taught me how, still uses occasionally. Loves camo. Oh, there's Tyler. Mid-20s, sees himself as the Cove's protector, very defensive of Lynette. Tyler's interview with Anna was heartbreaking. He was bad off, so bad in fact that I was legitimately surprised to find him alive the next time I visited the Cove. Certainly wouldn't have been the... It's the other dude, right? And like we almost got into a fight with him. Shit. He certainly wouldn't have been the first member of the group to be claimed by an OD in the middle of the night. Very aggressive, been in and out of jail for most of his life, usually for assault. Don't antagonize. Clean since the interview. Where did he get his drugs? Dickie. Keeps asking about Anna into cooking. Dickie would be Richard. I think that's the dude, guys. 123, Richard. It says early 30s, though. Twitchy even when sober. High-strung and obviously disliked by the Cove. Asked not to be named in Anna's article because of his father, who runs a shipping company. Smarter than he looks or as dumb as he acts. Still hard to say. Both. Still using yes. Who's the dealer? Tyler, Lynette, JR, Kyla, Dickie. Richard is Dickie. It's a nickname. Dickie sold drugs to Tyler. Find out who his suppliers.
Richard, a.k.a. Dickie, a.k.a. D. Looks like I found who I was looking for. So that's what it was. Nick suspected a drug ring flourished here in Basswood after the mine closed. He had an informant, Dickie. Probably a low-level drug dealer, and he also had a lot of cash on hand. More than a reporter should. Dickie set up a meeting with Nick, and now Nick's dead. Dickie may be the only person who knows what really happened. I need to find him. He lives at this place, the Cove. Or he did. Anna wrote that article on it. She has to know where it is.
That was a cool sequence. I like that investigative bit. Bess finally left. Did you find anything at the fish spot? Yes. Do you know where the Cove is? It's a little commune thing on the outskirts of town. Not big on outsiders. She wrote that pretty freaking fast. I'll arrive soon. Let's go. We're doing this together. I need you to take me there. Let's go there. Still typing away. But he's not typing anything.